Good evening, and we welcome you to OPRF High School. We are currently having some technical difficulties with the camera, but York Dukes soccer action is just gone underway here at OPRF, a top 5 battle in the state between the Dukes and the Huskies. Currently a 0-0 game, less than a minute in, and it's the Huskies with the ball thus far. Here's the pass to number 4 over at midfield. Gives it back. That's intercepted by the Dukes. That's number 8. Gives it to number 9, Frank Refrano, the team's leading goal scorer.
Yes, Frank Refrano.
He passes it to nobody, and it's recovered by the Huskies. Huskies controlling it in their own end. And an errant pass is intercepted by Refrano, and here comes Jose Herrera. He turns it over. The Dukes get it back. It's number 8, Gustavo Herrera with it. Crosses it the far side of the field. That's picked up by Ryder Cole. Excuse me, that's Jaden Waski, who turns it over, and now here come the Huskies. Huskies have it in their own zone. Now the Dukes control it at about midfield. Here's Waski. Waski can't hang on. Out of bounds. Huskies with the throw-in. Here goes Jaden Waski with it. Now Cole. Duke's moving the ball around. It's number 5, Michael Greco. Now Hernandez with it. Now here's Joe Hernandez fighting off defenders. He gives it to Soren Moore. Soren Moore loses it, out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Dukes. Last touch by the Huskies. Moore with the throw into Herrera, taps it back to Moore. Moore's pass intercepted by the Huskies around their own 40-yard line.
Very great game that we're going to be able to see here. We have the Huskies ranked 5th, and the York Dukes ranked 2nd in state.
Here's Hernandez now. Good pressure from the Huskies thus far. Dukes maintaining possession, though.
That trio of defenders in the back. Great trio right there.
Very true. The Dukes' defense, one of the top in the state. Good defense right there. Here comes number 10, Mituz Janowski. Brother of Kasper Janowski. The Dukes clear the lines. And, almost a turnover by the goalie. Huskies goalie, number 1, Christian Ducias. Ducias,
yes.
Now here's Refrano with it.
Yeah, Frank Refrano already with 6 goals and 1 assist this early in the season.
Hernandez with the ball now at midfield. Tries to get it to Waski. That's tipped away. Tipped away by number 23, Ezra Plotkin. Now here's Herrera. Back to Hernandez. Herrera drawing defenders. Now he kicks it to Herrera. Herrera to Cole. Cole, one of the best passers on this team. Now here's Greco. Greco loses control, and it goes to Ducias. Ducias with the long throw to number 9, Robert Sambo. Good pressure from Hernandez. Now OPRF looking to push. Here's Sambo. Janowski with the turnover, and here comes Sambo. Janowski falls down, but Joe Hernandez comes to intercept the pass. Now here comes Gustavo Herrera, and he is tripped up at about midfield. No whistle, and back come the Huskies. Ryder Cole gets a hold of it, and he clears the lines. A quick whistle in the Huskies' end. It's going to be a free clear for OPRF. It's Ezra Plotkin with the free kick. He kicks it to number 3, Tukura Hess. Boots one to the far side of the field for Ben Neighbor. And a long pass just out of the reach of Sambo. Can he get there? Yes, keeps it in bound, defended by Janowski. Janowski gets his feet in there, and it's knocked away. Quick throw in for the Huskies. Here's Neighbor. Neighbor throws it into number 6, Isaac Cummings. Cummings taps it back. Intercepted by Cole. He clears. Possession has been very even thus far. About 32 minutes remaining in the half. Still nothing. Here's Ducius. Ducius with the clear all the way over to Neighbor. About the 40-yard line of OPRF. A little lazy pass there from Neighbor, but he gets it back. Here's center back Stefan Rebick. He interrupts the pass. Now here come the Dukes. Here's Hernandez. That pass is intercepted by Hess. Now Hess with some room to move. To give to Easton Bogard. Bogard with a nice pass through defenders, but just out of the reach of Sambo. Duke's trying to clear it. Cleared by Janowski. Can they get it out? No, recovered by the Huskies. Hopefully the video is now working at your homes. Camera is back on. We welcome the new viewers. Here's Cummings. Dumps it into the zone and picked up by the Duke's goalie, Diego Ochoa. Ochoa dumps it off to Rebick. Rebick looks to get the offense started. Gives it to Hernandez. Oh, just over his head, picked up by Neighbor. Now Hess with it in the Duke zone. He chips one over the net. And it'll be a Duke's goal kick. A lot of conversation out there. Here's Rebick over to Moore. Moore, the starting left back for this team. Ball trickling down the sideline, stays in bounds, and recovered by the Huskies in their own end. Frank Rafrano rushing to get to it. And it's cleared by the goalie, Ducius. Now here's Moore. Moore gives it to Herrera. Moore gets knocked to the turf. Huskies trying to generate some offense, but Rebick's there to help him out. Knocked out of bounds, and the Dukes have time to recover. A couple of headers back and forth. The Dukes successfully clear. Get it out of their zone. Chased down by Hess. Heads it to the goalie, Ducius. Good defense by both teams to start. Oh, here's a pass that's intercepted by Rafrano. Rafrano with an open look. Oh, good save by Ducius. That could have been trouble. Now here's Hernandez with it, drawing defenders. Oh, he gets somebody stumbling, but it is blocked.
Duke's doing a great job keeping this up for this possession right now. You see Frank Rafrano almost with another goal to keep his place as the highest scoring Duke.
Just like you said, Diego. Frano took advantage of the errant pass, but the Dukes couldn't capitalize. Now here's Greco with it. Greco at midfield, gives it to Herrera. Now Cole working with it. Cole chips it to Waski. Waski's got room behind the defender, and I believe they may have called that offsides. Yes, they did. The Dukes with a couple of early chances here. Still nothing. Now a free kick upcoming for OPRF. Both teams come into this game undefeated. The Huskies 5-0-0. The Dukes 4-0-1. Their lone draw coming against Lake Park last weekend, where they won the Lake Park tournament.
Yes, the OPRF Huskies also had a great showing at the Indy tournament where they went 7-0. 7-0 against Shortridge, 1-0 against North Central.
Yeah, both teams having very successful soccer seasons last year. The Dukes, as we know, the state champs, and OPRF lost in the super sectional to Fremd, who was the state runner-up. Dukes defeated Fremd in the state finals. An electric game that was, and they hope to run it back here.
The ball all the way back at goalie Duchess, who seems to be kicking it all the way to midfield now.
Headed away by Janowski. Now Neighbor with it. Cole's there to break it up. Gives it to Rafrano. Rafrano keeps it in bounds.
In bounds only to be picked off by the Huskies. And the defense with the ball struggling to get it out. A lot of pressure by the Dukes. Dukes midfield doing a great job of just passing around, but not many opportunities other than we saw with Frank Rafrano there a couple minutes ago. Him and Joe Hernandez. Joe Hernandez now has another chance here. Picked off by the defense.
Now here is Hernandez. The Dukes starting out this game in their typical 3-5-2.
Coming into the game for the Huskies, number 25, Henry Albrecht.
If you could hear the mic here for the stadium, number 25 has joined the field, Henry Albrecht, for the OPRF Huskies. The Dukes seem to be playing up in the field, the side of the field for the Huskies, but it is being hit back to midfield, and down goes number 10 for the York Dukes.
That's Janowski. It's Monty Janowski. Gets hit. Refs make sure to note that. But they are giving it back to OPRF. So the foul goes against Janowski. Now here's Sambo with it, run down the near sideline. There is Janowski with a beautiful slide tackle. That's textbook defense right there to squander the possession for the Huskies. 24 minutes remaining in this first half, 0-0 in this highly even soccer matchup.
Great matchup. Both teams being able to defend really nicely. A lot of playing in the midfield. Speaking of which, the ball is right now in the midfield, held by the Huskies. We're trying to make an effort to push further into York territory, and Sambo does push, only to be knocked out by Janoski. This will be a corner kick for the OPRF Huskies. The first corner kick of the game. Let's see if the Huskies will be able to make any chances of this.
Just like you said, first corner of the game. Duke's trying to get their defense in order. It is Ben Neighbor who's looking to kick it. No, he's going to switch with Bryce Richards, the forward. We'll see what happens here. Richards with the boot. And it is saved by Ochoa. Good awareness from the Duke's goalie.
Nice
the Dukes will
catch
try and
there.
set up. Now Cole with it. Rebick with a poor pass, and that goes right to Sambo. Sambo tries to give it up. No teammates around in the area. Rebick recovers. Gives it to Gustavo Herrera. Excuse me.
Who gives it to Joe Hernandez, who's taking it up. Nice push there by Joe. Take it from York territory down to midfield. And another bad pass by Stefan Rebick leads to it being a throw-in by number 4 of the OPRF Huskies, Ben Neighbor.
Coming into the game for the Huskies, number 19, Hadari Motley.
Now OPRF turning it over. Gustavo Herrera gives it to his brother Jose. Now he dumps it down for Refrano to chase. Refrano gives it back to Herrera, about the 20. He's met by a wall of defenders, and he boots it out of bounds. Ball back to the Huskies.
This game has been a great show of both teams' defense just keeping it out of the goalie's box, keeping that play in the midfield as we just saw.
Well said. Both teams recognizing who the goal scorers are. Meanwhile, here is a goal scorer, number 7, Colin Hayes, who again, just like you said, Diego, met by a wall of defenders. No great opportunities for either side thus far. Defense is doing a good job of recognizing who the threatening players are. Here's Rebick. Rebick boots one out of bounds.
Another bad pass by Stefan. Stefan already kicking it out about 2 or 3 times with a couple passes that have led to interceptions this game.
Meanwhile, there's Hernandez. He dribbles it out of bounds. Looking for someone to pass to. There was no one around. Rightfully frustrated.
Hernandez doing great this game of taking it up. He's been able to take it out of York territory into OPRF territory plenty of times already.
Yeah, Hernandez is one of the players who makes up this great midfield core for the Dukes, along with senior Ryder Cole, both of which are captains for this Duke squad, along with forward Jose Herrera. Here's a battle for it on the far sideline, and it leads to a turnover for OPRF.
Yes, we see OPRF pushing up a lot of players forward. Lots of forwards, some midfielders right now that were just in play for this attack. And once again, OPRF is pushing again, only for York Dukes to create a wall of defenders and midfielders.
Rushing to this near sideline is Ben Neighbor. Neighbor tries to dump it into the box. Knocked away by number 25, Kevin O'Connor.
Oh, and we have a player down. Seems to be number 5 of the York Dukes, Michael Greco. Takes a hard hit to the ground, but he does seem okay.
Always good to see. Ref talking with the OPRF forward, and it'll be a free Dukes kick. Here's Janowski now over to Rebick. Rebick to Moore.
There seems to be a whistle, and the ball was out of bounds. So this will be a throw-in for the OPRF Huskies.
Here's Easton Bogard. Heads it to his teammate.
The York Dukes kicking it out a lot, their defense mainly, leading to a lot of throw-ins. Majority of the throw-ins this game have been OPRF.
There was Kevin O'Connor with the great duel on the sideline. Wins back possession for the Dukes. A little bit physical on the far sideline. That'll be last touched by Jaden Waski. Now back come the Huskies. They have numbers. Here is Hayes. Oh, a good slide tackle by Cole, but it doesn't work. Hayes with a shot. Cole with a great recovery to knock it out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick for OPRF.
Yes, last corner kick. Nice, clean, crisp snatch by Diego Ochoa, the goalie for the York Dukes. We will see if there'll be any improvements on this corner kick, or if York will be able to defend. No kick to the middle this time, however. But OPRF definitely keeping it close to the goal. Kicked out of bounds by the York Dukes.
Number 19, Hodari Motley got in pretty tight, but he was met by Janowski. It'll be a second corner kick.
OPRF doing a great job of getting close to that goal, as seen by they have had the possession of all 3 corner kicks.
There's a center, and oh, knocked away nicely by Hernandez. Or Herrera, excuse me. Too many Herreras and too many Hernandezes on the field. It gets confusing sometimes up here in the booth. Nonetheless, the Dukes prevent the goal, and with 16.5 minutes to go, the score stays 0-0. Cleared by Stefan Rebick. Over to Joe Hernandez.
Yes, Dukes relying heavily on that defense.
What's up, guys?
We have some fellow York Dukes joining us here in the stands. Nice to see support from the community.
A near turnover for the Huskies. Jose Herrera with a great forecheck pressure.
And the Huskies seem to be pushing in again. York having to rely on that defense and kicking out of bounds. So this will be another throw-in by OPRF Huskies.
The Huskies with a great transition game. They can go from defense to offense so quick. Reminiscent of the English Premier League team, the Tottenham Hotspurs, also good for being able to push the pace. But luckily the Dukes defense is well disciplined, so no easy chances tonight. Dump in for the Huskies, met by Ochoa. A quick whistle, and I believe there will be a sub.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, but Michael Greco of the York Dukes does seem to be having some problems with his legs. Maybe some injury, but he is currently crouched on the floor. Ref nearby him.
Yeah, he's definitely injured. An in-come substitute, number 13, Arlen Mathoja. A very savvy goal scorer himself. Mathoja played on the varsity team as a sophomore, then played semi-professionally in Germany for his junior year, and is back with the Dukes for his senior year. Wanted to be a part of the team that would try and run it back. Very talented super sub.
Yeah, and we're having Michael Greco now walk off. Hopefully everything is okay with him. We did see him go down earlier this game. Seemed to be no collision though, but he definitely is injured. And we are starting the game, and the ball will be in the hands of Diego Ochoa.
Yeah, sometimes those non-contact injuries are often worse. We hope to see that Greco's okay. Meanwhile, here is Herrera, dumps it off to Waski. Duke's changing the point of attack. Here's Mathoja with it. And a whistle gives the ball back to the Huskies. Here is Hess with it now. Cole got his foot in there, and it's a turnover. Duke's once again changing the point of attack.
Both teams doing great job switching the ball, especially OPRF. As soon as that ball gets on their side, they're great at keeping that out.
There's a good save by Herrera, who hits the ground hard. He's slow to get up.
As this is Gustavo Herrera, brother of Jose Herrera. Jose Herrera was a captain, both being on the York Dukes team last year, so both state champs.
A free kick gives the ball back to the Dukes. Here is Jose Herrera. Chased out by Takura Hess.
The Dukes finally being able to switch the ball, but there seems to be a whistle.
Whistle on the far side of the field. Not really sure what was going wrong there. Just a simple throw in from Kevin O'Connor. There's a good interception by Moore. Mathoja tried to get possession back. That's picked up by the goalie Duchess.
Yeah, Duchess not getting much action today. But that does mean that OPRF is doing a great job of keeping that ball out of the goalie's box. And another attack here by OPRF.
Here's Hodari Motley, who centers it, but there was no one around. Cleared out by Rebick. 12 and a half minutes remaining to go.
Another great clear by Rebick, who, although he may not be great at aiming the ball and passing, he definitely does a great job of keeping the ball out where they definitely do not want it. It's a great attribute the whole defense of York has.
Incoming for the Huskies is the senior, number 30, Nazir Cruz. Comes in for Motley. Here's a duel on the near sideline. A Duke and a Husky hit the ground, no call. Oh, the throw in for Herrera gets picked off. Didn't see the forward Easton Bogard. The ball goes back to the Huskies.
Huskies doing a great job just passing the ball around, keeping it away from York forwards. Keep trying to grab and intercept that ball. Not much success here.
Yeah, the possession battle is so important at the high school level. Huskies trying to keep the ball out of the Duke's playmakers' hands as much as possible. Here is Bogard with it now, who shook off Rebick for a little bit, but a nice recovery by Rebick.
Rebick doing a nice job switching from player to player, being able to defend that ball wherever it goes, chasing after it.
Some good backdoor pressure from Waski, almost forcing the turnover. Waski continues to pressure Neighbor, who is forced to clear it to Duchess. Good defensive effort by Jaden Waski. And the Huskies will be forced to restart their offense. Long pass to Bogard doesn't work out. And will be scooped up by the Duke's goalie. Both goalies in this game underclassmen. Duchess is a junior on the Huskies side and a sophomore in net for York. Diego Ochoa gets the start over senior Jaewon Sun. There is Duchess scooping up a long pass from one of the Duke's midfielders. Here's Bogard now with the flick on.
Here comes what seems to be a great push, but it is knocked out of bounds.
Bryce Richards trying to do too much with that. Now Hernandez hits the ground, holding onto his leg, and here comes a whistle that follows.
We seem to have a player down. Number 21, Joe Hernandez, picked up by teammate Ryder Cole. He does seem to be limping maybe a little bit, but he still is in the field. Shrugs it off. Glad to see that he's okay, continuing to play.
Here comes the free kick from Cole now. Cole with the long curling boot into the offensive zone, but it just sails out of bounds.
This will be a goal kick for the Huskies. What could have been another great chance for the Dukes. Ended real quickly. OPRF making a transition here. They're great at doing that real quickly.
Here's Neighbor with it now. No team with a real shot on goal, showing to the strengths of their defense. It's been a defensive battle so far.
Joe Hernandez with the interception.
Waski with it. Oh, he couldn't handle it. Tried to bump it with his chest. Now here come the Huskies. Now Hernandez.
York Dukes making great attempts at interceptions that most are resulting in success. Here comes Stefan Rebick. Another pass leading to an out of bounds, which will be a throw-in for the OPR Huskies.
You hear the cheers from the student section. A little bit of a miscommunication there from the Dukes defender and his intended target, Gustavo Herrera. Ref talking things over with Herrera. Here comes the throw-in. Bogard with the flick on. Here comes Herrera. Oh, with a nice move and a nice pass to Waski. Waski's got room. Waski with the shot. Hey, goal! The junior Jaden Waski adds to his total, and the Dukes strike first here in the top 5 battle.
Not many shots, not many attempts on the goal by both teams, especially by York, but they do make a great attempt by the little chances they have, and that has led to the first goal of this game to be by your York Dukes.
The great pass coming from Herrera and just playing to the advantages of Waski, using his speed, able to chase that down, get past the OPRF defenders, and it is 1-0 York. Finally capitalizing on an opportunity. Now here's Mathoja with it.
OPRF
Has it taken by Cummings.
Seeming to be more energetic with their pushes.
Gotta wonder if that changes the game plan a little bit for both sides. OPRF now playing behind, and we'll see if the Dukes are a little bit more conservative with it. Rebick drops OPRF forward.
Dukes definitely seem to be playing it more upfield. Definitely pushing back forcing OPRF to rely more on their defense right now. Getting close to the goalie's box.
Mathoja with the interception. Now here's O'Connor with it. O'Connor with a shot. Oh, what a good save by Duchess. That one would have been on target for sure.
Duchess seeing more action now as York does make more pushes into the goalie's box, more attempts. Here we go. This seems to be the first corner kick for the York Dukes. Let's see if they can capitalize on this.
It'll be taken by Cole.
Maybe score another goal here.
Cole with the boot. It's a shot and a goal! This time it's Alexander Menelacina, the defender from the far side of the field. He's not used to scoring many goals, but that one was perfectly set up by Ryder Cole, and just like that, the Dukes extend the lead. 2 goals in 4 minutes. Wow, what a turn of events.
Yes, the Dukes may not have many chances, but they are great at capitalizing, as OPRF has had around 4 corner kicks with no goals. And on the first corner kick for the York Dukes, we see a goal. Great.
Now you got to wonder if OPRF is going to be playing with a little bit more urgency. Now down 2-0 with 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
We seem to have a goal kick. OPRF takes it.
The difference thus far in this game has been marking on defense. You saw in that last corner kick, Menelacina was left unguarded, which led to the easy header that hit the back of the net. On the other hand, the Dukes, so far OPRF's had 3 corners, been unsuccessful on all 3, all due to the great marking and overall strategy of this defense on the free kicks. Another free kick into the offensive zone by OPRF last possession. Also did not go their way. Now, meanwhile, here's a duel at about the 50-yard line. OPRF definitely trying to push the pace a little bit. There's a pass that goes out of bounds. 3 minutes to go before halftime.
Yes, great game today as we saw OPRF mostly having the ball during this first half, but York Dukes getting great chances and capitalizing on their few chances, leading to this score of 2-0. Oh, someone seems to be knocked down, and the OPR fans are not happy at all. This seems to be another free kick for OPRF.
It'll be taken by Easton Bogard.
Fans definitely not happy with the York Dukes sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's part of soccer, though. You'll always have a couple of big hits. Fans may not agree with it, but here are the refs rewarding them. Bogard with the shot. Oh, and blocked by the wall of Duke's defenders.
Dukes trying to run this up real quickly with 2 minutes left in this half.
Just like that, the transition from defense to offense for the Dukes working out in their favor. Refrano gets it back to Cole. Cole gives it to Herrera on the far side of the field. He'll work against Ben Neighbor. Herrera has an open Mathoja. Mathoja slips. Oh, he had some space.
Yes, the York Dukes doing a great job of realizing after that kick, very few defenders definitely rushed that. Great strategy there. And they continue to do this, but the goalie Duchess now has the ball. So we'll see what OPRF can do as they transition into offense here.
1 minute before halftime now. See if the Dukes try and extend this lead even more, or if they'll just try and play a little bit more conservative and go into the break with trying to stay ahead by 2. Here's Cummings now with the dump into the offensive third.
A whistle blowing here. See what this is for. And we seem to have what looks to be a free kick for the York Dukes. This is going to be taken by number 16. I believe that is Stefan Rebick. Oh no, Diego Ochoa with the kick. And we'll see if York Duke can do anything in this last couple of seconds.
Waski trying to chase one down after a bad pass from the OPRF. Final 10 seconds. Here's Neighbor. He's going to give it, and that'll be it. The Dukes both teams started off a little bit slow, but in the final 7 minutes, the Dukes really took advantage of their opportunities, scoring once from Jaden Waski off of a great pass from Herrera, and then off a corner kick assisted by Ryder Cole. It was Alexander Menelacino who found the net for the second time in 4 minutes, and the Dukes are up by 2. Quick 10-minute break. Diego, what else can you tell us about the first half?
First half seemed to be really great, very slow as you said. OPRF doing a great job of keeping that ball where they wanted. Dukes not having much possession at all, but when they do, they definitely know what to do with that ball, as we have seen. They're the ones with the 2 only goals this game, and they're the ones with the least possession. Dukes might have to work up more on possession time, while OPRF might have to work a better strategy at getting that goal or getting that ball inside the goal. I mean, this has been a great game, and it will continue to be a great game, but we'll see you in the second half.
We welcome you back to the York Varsity soccer game. I'm Gavin Connolly. To my right is Diego Carrera. Second half action just about to get underway. Waning seconds of halftime. Quick little first half recap for those new viewers. Very slow start with 0-0 for about 40 of the first 45 minutes, and then the Dukes offense struck twice in a matter of 4 minutes. Goals coming from Jaden Waski and Alex Menelacina. So the Dukes start the second half with a 2-0 lead.
Yes, the Dukes definitely wanting to capitalize on getting more chances at goal. OPRF probably wanting to get a better strategy. They have many chances, many possessions going up into that side of York. We're now switching sides, as all soccer games do after halftime. And we'll see if OPRF can change anything to try and shoot more. And we'll see if Dukes can get more chances to shoot. As the Dukes, on their first corner kick, they had gotten their second goal. And we saw OPRF struggling already with 3 corner kicks, no goals so far. So OPRF definitely wanting to see what they can do to get that ball just a bit closer to that goal. Definitely want to shoot more, shoot better. Dukes wanting to get more chances. And last half was very dominated by the OPRF Huskies in York territory. Lots of boring possessions being switched by both teams. But we'll see if both teams can improve. We'll see if the Huskies can make a comeback. The Dukes will keep going strong. But here we go, York Dukes starting out strong now, coming back from a 2-0 lead.
Met by a round of applause from the Dukes' parents and fans.
And our very own Joshua Melvin, definitely excited to get this game on the way. And this will be a kickoff for the York Dukes to start. And here we go, Jose Herrera starting off that kickoff. Ryder Cole now with it. Passing up to Jaden Waski.
And that's cleared by the left back, Soren Moore. Fight for possession here. Now is won by the Dukes. Michael Greco, who went down with injury earlier in the first half, now seems to be okay. He's back on the field.
Very great thing to see. Dukes having a lot of injuries in that first game we covered. Definitely seem to be getting better now. Not many injuries this game. We've seen about 3, I believe. 3 injuries so far. And here we go. Dukes definitely doing a great job of having more possession time already. But it's very early in this first half.
Headed by Ochoa.
Definitely want to keep that ball out. Go Dukes with a free kick. Kicking it down. Making a transition here. And here we go, Frank Rafano fighting for that ball. And I believe this will be a goal kick for the OPRF Huskies. Here we go, Huskies making a position, taking possession here, starting all the way from the goalie here. See if they'll be able to make a nice transition here. Defense still with the ball. Lots of new players too on both sides. Lots of new faces on the field for this game.
To Kira Hess.
Nice headbutt by Cole Ryder, who is very great at doing that. Very great at keeping his eyes on the ball, getting that ball when it comes out from the air. Here we go.
An inside pass intended for Jose Herrera. It's intercepted by Ducius. OPRF clearing the lines. Here comes their offense looking to push, in need of not one but 2 goals. They want to tie this game up and force at least a tie. Here's Herrera with it. He's got room to work. Dumps it off to his brother, Jose.
Midfielders here backing up that offense.
Michael Gemko with it now. Gives it off to Rafrano.
Duke's definitely getting close to the goal here. Definitely seems like they're trying to get more chances, and they are doing a great job of having more possession time. Of course, it is still early, and this half can still turn. And we can see a comeback from the OPRF Huskies.
Now here the Dukes lining up for the corner kick, doing what they did last time, sneaking in the left back. This time it's Soren Moore. Oh, almost an own goal there. The Dukes run the same play twice. The kick a little bit lower from Cole. And legged away by Easton Bogard, but it almost ended up in the back of the net, which would have been catastrophic. The Dukes will get a second chance. Here's Gustavo Herrera.
This will be the 3rd corner kick for the Dukes, who on their first corner kicks did score the 2nd goal of the game. This corner kick, however, not going straight down the middle.
Oh, and it's off the crossbar. Here's another opportunity. Scramble in front. Ball hitting bodies. Here's Herrera. Skies one out of bounds. The Dukes nearly make it 3-0, but the goalie's best friend, the crossbar, saves them from extending the lead.
Duke's really keeping it on the OPRF side, this possession.
Here's the kick. The header, pass a little bit too high. Waski keeping it in. Excuse me, that's Cole. Here's Hernandez. Too high, the ball skims off his head, and a goal kick upcoming.
This will be a chance for the Huskies to finally get that ball deep into Duke territory, as it has been on their side for what has been the first 6 minutes of this half. And here we go. Huskies.
Motley checks back into the game for the Huskies. Meanwhile, a pass here is intercepted by Herrera. A duel at about the 35-yard line is won by Bogard.
Huskies making a transition here, something they are in dire need of doing.
Gemko with the good help defense, who knocks it away. The Duke's defense can reset a little bit.
Huskies turning the tide, now playing into Duke territory, trying to push into that goalie's box.
Here's an open shot. Oh, what a big save by Ochoa. He is fired up after that. A favorable Husky bounce ends up right on the doorstep, but Easton Bogard could not put it home. Had a great look, but Diego Ochoa slammed the door. The Duke's not home free yet. Here is an upcoming corner kick. It's about to happen. They go for the little dink and dunk pass.
That York defense doing a great job keeping it out, but it is in the goalie's box, and it is kicked out of bounds.
I'm a little bit surprised by that strategy. The Huskies seemingly keeping a lot of guys out on the perimeter, while the Dukes are able to pack a lot of defenders closer to the goal, which allows for easy marking. And there's a penalty.
A lot of players falling down on both sides.
Cheers coming from the OPRF section. There was a Duke knocked to the ground. No cards being thrown yet.
This does seem to be a free kick for the Huskies, I believe.
Will it be a penalty kick?
It is a penalty kick.
And the opportunity that the Huskies needed. Not sure if a yellow card was given out. Hard to see from where we're at. But it is Easton Bogard, the forward, who's looking to get the Huskies on the board.
This could be the chance the Huskies needed.
Here's the shot, and it's
there's the
in!
goal.
2-1 now. Dukes still have the advantage, but the deficit is cut in half after the goal from Easton Bogard.
First goal of the game for the Huskies here. Early into the second half, we'll see if the Dukes will be able to do something similar to the first half, scoring late. Dukes still have that lead. Definitely gonna have to try keeping at least that one goal. Still with about 33 minutes.
So now the Dukes with a little bit more pressure on them now, is the assurance goal no longer mattering.
The OPRF fans definitely getting rowdy right here after this goal. Definitely excited.
Here's the clear by Ducius. Goes right out of bounds. Possession with the Dukes. Moore with the throw-in. Over to Jose Herrera.
We'll be able to see if the Dukes can keep that up in the Huskies' territory just like they did last possession, which was a great possession. And here we go with Jose Herrera.
Herrera breaking ankles. Gives it to Gemco.
Duke's definitely being able to push that ball up and keep it up.
Now they pass it back to Monty Janowski. Herrera trying to do something with it, met by a collection of defenders. And OPRF able to clear the lines. No forwards out to receive the pass.
Another great heading by Ryder Cole. Some commotion here on the field by the players. And there has been a whistle. It was out of bounds, so it will be the Dukes' ball to throw in. Only to be hit out of bounds for the Huskies will now take this throw in. Here we go, Huskies defense with the ball. Making a nice transition here.
And almost threading the needle there. But good defense from Moore. Disallows the pass. Good pressure from the Dukes forwards. And it's stolen by Waski. Waski gives it to Hernandez.
We go Rofano, leading scorer of the Dukes, running up.
He taps one on to Hernandez. He couldn't get there in time. Now Janowski. Herrera keeps it in. Barely. And knocks it off of Ben and Neighbor. Dukes ball. 30 minutes remaining in this game. Penalty kick from Easton Bogard makes it a 2-1 game.
Here we go, Dukes keeping it up inside the goalie's box. Playing on the edge a bit here, but definitely changing from what was happening last half as OPRF, great possession time, great keeping the ball where they wanted. Now the Dukes having a majority of this 10 minutes and with another corner kick right now, as you saw at the beginning of this half. Corner kick after corner kick for the Dukes, keeping it up here, keeping it around the goalie.
Now Cole with it. And it's snatched out of the air by Ducius. Good awareness from him. And he's looking for a long clear. That is Takari Hess.
Oh, and he's breaking away, moving in towards the middle, towards the goal, only to be met by a York defender. And York's defense recovers up. builds up and gets that ball out of there.
Excuse me, that was Robert Sambo who was pushing the pace. Duke's defense recovering well, though. Now here is Sambo trying to do this all over again. Forces it into the corner. The Dukes with a good trap.
Here we go.
York
the
retains possession.
Defense taking it out. Little miscommunication there led to a bad pass, and this will be a Huskies throw-in. Huskies definitely struggling to make an effort to get that ball near the goal. Struggling to get the chance to score.
Now here is Cummings with it at midfield. Shaking and baking is number 25, Henry Albrecht.
York definitely pushing the players back to cover the OPRF, who are pushing this ball right now. Definitely keeping possession of the ball. OPRF now having to fight to look for a chance to score. They're going to do anything the remaining 27 minutes.
Here's Hess with it now. Hess with plenty of space. A curler all the way over to Sambo. Gets it to Neighbor. Neighbor with space. And an open shot. Sambo is deflected off by Cole. Right place, right time for him. Now the Duke's trying to clear it. They do successfully. Husky is knocked to the ground.
Yeah, the Duke's definitely having a hard time getting out, as they do have most of their players pulled back. And here we go. Dukes may now be able to make an effort to go and transition this onto the offense. Duke's definitely doing better this half at getting more chances at goal. Definitely doing better with possession time.
Nonetheless, they're still being outscored this half, 1-0. Much better defensive adjustment from the Huskies. Now Cummings with it, gives it off to Neighbor. Chased down from behind by an unnamed forward of the Dukes. That is Frank Rafrano with it, and he has the ball now. Looks to clear. And a slide tackle by Rafrano gives the ball back to the Huskies. .25:53 remaining in this game. Duke's clinging to a 1-goal lead.
And here we go. The ball getting deep down once again, but the Huskies.
And a whistle and a penalty on Janowski.
That's number 9 of the Huskies, Sambo, who has seemed to fallen down. This will be a free kick, I believe, for the Huskies, who have it on the edge. Definitely gonna try and kick that down the middle. Huskies very much struggling to get that ball centered, as the York Dukes are creating what seems to be a wall around the goalie's box, not letting that ball in. But here we go with the free kick for the Huskies. This may be their chance to get it directly in front of the goal.
OPRF with another opportunity. The Duke's getting a little bit sloppy on defense. They give it to Sambo. Sambo trying to get free. Stolen away by Cole. Here's a long shot. Oh, that somehow got through the collection of defenders, but Ochoa was there. Now Cole in transition. Gives it to Rafrano. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez.
Yeah, Dukes are now finally being able to push it, as the ball has been on their side this past couple of minutes.
Here's the chip over to Menelacina.
Almost taken out by the Huskies, but nice recovery there by the midfielders of your York Dukes. go, OPRF. They're going to have to make another attempt to get that back up. That seemed to be their struggle this half, transitioning that ball. But once they do that, definitely have a great time of keeping that ball up. But York does do a great job of keeping it out of that goalie's box. Yes, we do see OPRF struggling to transition here to offense. But they do keep that possession of the ball, which is a very great thing to see. Just need to work on that transition. Things could work out for them.
Now here's Greco with it. Passes it out to Janowski. Now Rafrano with it. Duke's in no real hurry. Now here's Cole. Being chased down by Herrera. Was the pass too strong? Herrera, can he keep it in? Yes, he can. No, he cannot. A last-minute whistle. Questionable call there.
Here's another goalie kick for the Huskies. This may be a chance for them to be able to transition into offense. Definitely a struggle for them this half. And here we go with the kick.
Coming into the game for the
Definitely a
Huskies,
far
number
down
15,
kick.
Isaac Felder.
Trying to get that ball onto their offense. Keep it there. But York Dukes with it. The midfielders keeping it up. Playing on the edge here. Definitely the Dukes want to work on centering the ball more. Get some more chances at goal.
Janowski kicks it to Menelacina now. Back to Menelacina. Dukes in the second half, a lot more passes. Just trying to maintain as much possession as they can. That's been the strategy thus far. Hernandez too close to the sideline. And the turnover gives the ball back to the Huskies with 21:40 remaining in the game. Here's the throw-in. He's knocked away by Menelacina.
York Dukes seem to be playing it a bit passive, not too much pressure by the offense there.
Kevin O'Connor checks into the game and he turns it over. It's number 14, Easton Bogard, the lone goal scorer for OPRF.
Here we go, OPRF finally successful in transitioning. And by how the game has been going by so far, OPRF probably will keep this ball up in York territory.
A decent flick on by number 15, Isaac Felder. But Ochoa was ready for that one. Here's Waski. A little bit of contact there, but he breaks free. Now Waski using his speed, getting into the center. Waski has numbers. Waski with the shot, and the save by Duchess. Herrera chasing it down. Oh, it hit the outside of the net. The Dukes there with a quick opportunity, quick transition, led to a pair of shots on goal. But the score remains the same.
Both teams definitely improving on what they were at disadvantage in the first half, where there was OPRF getting more chances at goal, the Dukes getting more possession time. And Dukes with that extra possession time have definitely had many shots on goal compared to the first half, seeing very few shots. Here we
Drew
go.
Ebner checking into the game for the Dukes. Another senior right back. A neighbor with it.
OPRF here with a nice smooth transition.
Duke's doing a good job of keeping OPRF to the outside. No real interior chances or any lone forwards sneaking behind the defense at all. Here's O'Connor with it now. Is it to Greco. Dukes are controlling the middle of the field.
Yes, OPRF is definitely going to have to work on getting that ball in the middle, getting that ball centered. It may give them more shots on goal, but for now, York is doing a great job keeping that ball on the outside, out of the goalie's box.
A weak pass there by Waski. It's the extra effort by Greco, working for it, and The foul will be on Isaac Felder. Good job by Greco. Waski hit and knocked to the ground. He's grabbing his knee. That'll be a free kick upcoming for York. A little too physical. And Waski hits the turf, seemingly okay though. 18:30 remaining in the game. A free kick upcoming. The Duke's looking for an insurance goal that would likely put this game away. Their lead has been slimmed down to 1. Here's the kick by Cole. A little too far. Ducius grabs it out of the air and he starts to clear.
Yes, Duchess making some great snags in this game. Definitely doing a great job of stopping that ball when it gets in the air. Oh, and the ref seems to get entangled in this pass. Here we go, Huskies not having as much difficulty transitioning. Midfielders with the ball right now. Let's see if they can successfully get that to their offense and get that centered. That has seemed to be their difficulty this second half, getting that ball straight down the middle.
Now here's Hess with it, giving it to his man Cummings. Cummings trying to work the center of the field. Felder with a flick on, but no one was there to receive the pass.
Yes, great job of the Huskies definitely trying to get that straight down the middle, not run down the sidelines too much. But misplacement of players led to no one being there for that pass. But Huskies definitely knowing where they have to work on getting that ball centered. They seem to be making adjustments trying to do that.
Ochoa gives it to O'Connor, but it's over his head. He'd like to have that one back. Now here come the Huskies. Don't really have numbers just yet. But a good move by number 7.
Here we go, the Dukes
Colin
kick it
Hayes. Booted by the Dukes. It'll be lead to a corner kick. Student section of OPRF starting to get rowdy as the clock begins to wane down. Time is not on their side right now. They need to get an equalizer fast.
OPRF here with a chance to get that straight down the middle, right in front of the goal. See if they can capitalize on this. This may be what they needed.
Here's the long pass. An intended header. Oh, Bogard corralled the pass. Had it for a moment, but couldn't get off a good enough shot. That one trickles a little bit wide. Dukes get a break there.
Yes, York defense doing a great job bunching and taking up that space in front of the goal. Very hard to get a clear shot. There's many people.
Yeah, he definitely rushed that one a little bit. Didn't expect he'd have as much time as he did. Not exactly how the OPRF drew that one up. Bogart had the shot, just flew it wide. OPRF has the ball now at midfield.
Yeah, that midfield doing a great job of creating a barrier, keeping that ball up. Once again, the offense seems to be struggling, trying to get that ball where they want it.
Good slide tackle there from Menelacina. Chasing the ball into the corner. Whistle is blown, and the Dukes will have the ball.
Yeah, another play showing how the Huskies definitely are playing on the sidelines, which doesn't seem to be going great for them, as the Dukes do get the ball a lot of the times when this happens, as seen right now.
14-40.
Dukes are definitely going to have to start trying to get that ball onto their offense, as these past couple of minutes have not been.
Here's a chance for OPRF now. Oh, set that one wide. They had numbers there. It was a quick little 3-on-2. Ball soars out of bounds. Back with the Dukes. Isaac Felter with a chance. 14-10 remaining in this game. Once again, a highly anticipated matchup between the Dukes and the Huskies. As the ball's tapped out of bounds by OPRF. York gets possession back. But both teams top 5 in the state. Neither have a loss yet.
And we
One of
go Dukes, definitely pushing up with Joe Hernandez with the ball.
Now here's Drew Ebner with it. Ebner with a nice pass, hits the turf. Hernandez chasing this one down. Dukes control possession. Hernandez working on the far sideline. Good vision. Gets it to Cole. Now Greco to O'Connor. O'Connor working on a defender. Shakes him. Ball ends up in the hands of Waski. Waski tried to thread the needle, but it is cleared. Good defense. And here's a turnover. This is number 2. Bryce Richards with it now. Richards has some space. Richards to Felter. And it's knocked away. Ryder Cole was there. The captain showing his intelligence. And the Dukes can take a sigh of relief there.
Huskies doing a great job with that transition and then kicking it right down the middle. What could have been a goal for them, but they definitely are working on where they're having disadvantages, where they're having struggles. Definitely making a better job of getting it down the center, as proven by that play right now.
Here's the pass in the inside. Oh, Ochoa wasn't sure if he should go after it or not. Luckily, Soen Mu was there to knock it out of bounds. 12-17 to go now. A corner kick for the Huskies.
Another great pass down the middle by the Huskies. They're improving on doing that, but this corner kick has been defended by the York Dukes defense.
Ezra Plotkin has taken the kick. Ryder Cole not afraid to put his body on the line, as you saw there. Now it'll be Richards.
Coming into the game for the Huskies, number 7, Colin Hayes, and number 4, Ben Neighbor.
Couple of Duke substitutions as well. Gustavo Herrera comes on. Drew Ebner comes off the field. Here's Richards with it.
And the Duke's defense doing a great job of taking up that space in the middle.
Substitution also Arlen Mathoja back into the game. Joe Hernandez will take a quick breather. A slide tackle. A Husky hits the deck. Hard to tell who the foul was on, but the ball will be with the Huskies. I believe that was on Mathoja. Just came into the game.
Coming into these final 10 minutes, both sides are definitely going to have to try and score at least one goal to either ensure a tie or ensure that the Dukes do win.
Here's an opportunity now for the Huskies. Dancing with it, an open shot. It is it in? No, it is not. Oh, what an amazing effort by the Dukes defense. Ochoa was out of the play.
Yes,
but the back defenders of the Dukes preserved the goal, and you can see the disappointment on the OPRF forward's face. Wow, what a play. And we'll see how important that play will come to be in these final 10 minutes. Unbelievable.
Yes, the Dukes doing a great job of being where the ball is, led to the defenders being able to back up the goalie, saving what could have been a goal for the Huskies, and giving the Dukes now a chance here on offense.
Now Rebick with it. Over to Refrano, kicks it to the far side of the field where Kevin O'Connor is waiting. O'Connor wins the battle. Now to Greco.
O'Connor really playing the sidelines this game, doing a great job of just keeping the possession of the ball.
Now here come the Huskies in transition. Using his speed. Now over to Hayes. Colin Hayes working in space. The shot. Oh, he put it over the net. I believe that was Isaac Felter who had an opportunity. And the second time in these last couple of minutes, OPRF has had an open net. but they have just not been able to find the back of the goal. This time it was Felter off of a deflection. Instead of putting it to the back of the twine, he flicked it up and over the crossbar. Another squandered opportunity for OPRF. Their coach is probably kicking themselves.
And here we go, the Dukes now making a transition. They now have it on their offense.
See if the Dukes can try and take some of this momentum back. Good slide tackle there by the defender. I believe that is Waski with it. Gets rid of it. Cole with the header. Keeps it in. Mathoja.
A lot of back and forth on possessions here, but OPRF in the end getting it to their offense.
Smart header by Rebick, excuse me. But the possession goes back to OPRF. Here's Colin Hayes with it. Good defense by Ryder Cole, winning back possession. And they call a foul on him. Duke parents upset with that call, rightfully so. Cole thought it was legal. The ref disagrees. 7:25 to go. OPRF really having some momentum now. 2 open opportunities and now a free kick. Free kick into the box is saved by Ochoa.
Another nice snag by the goalie. Both goalies doing a great job this game. And OPRF will take the possession off of the kick by the goalie of your York Dukes. But York Dukes
dumps one into the zone.
It's scooped
but it was
up.
just out of reach for Rafrano.
Scooped
now
up by
Hess with it.
Duchess.
Duchess, it clears it to Hess. Hess working along midfield. Over the far sideline now. Nazir Cruz, the big midfielder, dumps it off. Now a free run. The Dukes get possession back. Waski with it. Dukes do not have numbers. They'll look to control it. And Rafrano is knocked to the turf.
Seems to be laying there. Doesn't seem to be too badly injured.
Duke's making a lot of substitutions here for these final 6 minutes. Mathoja comes off the field, Greco comes off the field, and O'Connor comes off the field. Hernandez, Herrera, and who's that third guy? Number 4, Will Check. His first time in the game. The big senior. Definitely using that height to the advantage as the Dukes try and close this game. Now Cruz with it.
OPRF now making a push down into Duke territory where they might have a chance. Just need to kick that into the center, but it is kicked out, and that will be a goal kick for Dukes, who
It'll be a corner kick, actually, not to.
Oh, a corner
just
kick.
to correct you, Diego.
Sorry about that.
I know it's hard to see, but.
With 5 minutes left, this may be a chance for OPRF to tie the game.
One of the bigger moments of the game now will come down to a kick from Bryce Richards. Here's a header. Sends it into the trees. Looked to be a design play. And it seems that OPRF is getting a second kick, even though I thought it went off his head.
All right, here we go.
Richards
Another
tries
chance.
it again. This time the shot almost went in. And a quick clear by Cole. OPRF almost tied this one up. had more than a few opportunities this second half. Hernandez now. Gives it to Refrano. And offsides. Unfortunate. Definitely a close call there. It looked from our point of view that Refrano was onside, and you hear the groans of disapproval. 4:15 to go.
We go OPRF, may have another chance. Whatever they've been doing wrong throughout this whole game definitely has to start going right, as there's only 4 minutes. And it's going to be these minutes are going to decide the champions of this game. Whether it's going to be a tie, York Dukes take it, or your OPRF Huskies. These are going to be the most crucial moments where OPRF are definitely going to have to keep that ball centered. Dukes are definitely going to have to take that possession time. As if the Dukes can just keep the possession of the ball and just run that clock, this may result in the win going into their favor.
Well said.
Dukes here, they're trying to make a push, maybe to get another goal here, get an insurance goal on for themselves.
That ball was knocked away by Hess, trying to prevent an odd man rush for the Dukes. But it'll stay with the ball. Soren Moore with the throw-in. Gives it to Refrano, who works in his own corner. That ball was knocked out, I believe, by OPRF. And yes, that's what they'll decide. Whistle. 3 minutes to go now.
Whichever team scores a goal here will basically decide the way this game will be in favor of.
Refrano and Hayes getting a little physical. No whistle. Officials letting him play. But a good job of clearing it by OPRF. Now Bogard with it. Bogard over to Colin Hayes. Colin Hayes has plenty of green in front of him. Hayes met by Cole, forced to kick it to the outside. Here's Bryce Richards. Richards met with a help defender. A long shot hits off the football goal post, but it'll be a goal kick. Shot just a little bit off target.
OPRF still having difficulties getting that ball centered, doing better than what they were doing in the beginning of the half, but definitely still having to improve on that if they're going to want to turn the tide into their favor and get this final goal to tie the game. Dukes are going to have to try to run the clock here. OPRF are definitely going to have to try to score. Lots of pressure on both sides. OPRF making attempts to get downfield. Here we go, they're
now
pushing in the ball.
Plotkin with it now. Picked up by Ochoa. 1:36 to play. Now Herrera. Herrera has some room. That was a great clear by Ochoa. Oh, Refrano knocked to the ground, and the official makes note of it.
Go, the Dukes
Foul
will
on the
have
defender.
the Dukes will have a free kick here. Definitely great for them. Chance to run the clock here. Running this clock is what might save the Dukes and earn them the win.
Now a minute to go. Working in the corner, double teamed now is Waski. Excuse me, Hernandez.
Into the final seconds
They're
of
going to
this
give it
game.
a corner kick. A corner kick for the Dukes. They're saying the ball went out of bounds on OPRF. The Dukes trying to just play a little bit of a game of keep away. 40 seconds to go.
Yes, the keep away strategy may be really great right now as they just keep throwing it in, going out, running that clock. And the keep away strategy is working for the Dukes in these last 30 seconds. But OPRF now does have the ball. We'll see if they'll be able to score that final goal.
Oh, miscommunication. The defenders run into each other. Here's Hess with it now. Soren Moore trying to slide tackle, and it works out. Moore hits the deck. Now Rebick trying to clear. Here's Refrano with it, walling off his defender. He gets knocked to the ground. Refrano clapping, and the final 10 seconds, that may do it. The Dukes section erupts, and the horn sounds. The York Dukes are victorious, 2-1. 2 goals in the first half, and a lot of great defensive possessions late help retain the victory and preserve this undefeated record. The Dukes move to 5-0-1. The Huskies dropped their first game of the year. They are now 5-1.
Yeah, it's a great game. Both teams doing great on possession time, but at the end, it was those two goals in those 4 minutes that really got the Dukes to this win. That and the keep away strategy here towards the end. And the Dukes are carrying Frank Rafano off.
Yeah, he definitely put his body on the line on
Yes.
more than one occasion.
Seems to be limping off. That leg does not look too good.
But I'm sure he's happy with the win. But that'll be it from us. A great Dukes soccer win over the number 4 ranked OPRF Huskies. The Dukes prevail 2-1. For Diego Carrera, I am Gavin Connolly for York Sports Network, signing off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night, and we'll see you next time.